anticlimactic Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Sonic Ryan 9. Welcome back to Countdown to Crash. When we last left off, we did a bit of crash bashing, and today we are tackling the first real Crash Bandicoot platformer not made by Naughty Dog.
Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex.
Probably got, so yeah, I'm playing this on the Xbox because I think it's the best version. Whatever. And, yeah, here we got a cutscene. Hopefully the cutscene will actually play fully this time, instead of last time where we didn't get any cutscene whatsoever because glitch.
Imbeciles, fools, nincompoops. Can't you idiots do anything right? According to this, your track record for spreading evil is pathetic. Ooka ooka, it's not our fault that wretched Bandicoot is to blame. I will not let anything stand in the way of evil, especially not a brainless orange marsupial. Crash must be eliminated.
Uka Uka, need I remind you that Crash always finds a way to defeat us? Maybe he's just too good for us.
Enough excuses! You fine idiots need to come up with one good plan! Or else... How do I get into these situations?
There must be something we can come up with. Say, Doctor, haven't you been tinkering with some kind of new secret weapon in your laboratory?
I don't know what you're talking about, Entropy.
Dr. Cortex! I think he's referring to this super secret weapon you've been laboring over day and night since the last time Crash defeated you.
Enough bickering! Do we have a plan? Well, in my scientific endeavors, I've been able to create a genetically advanced super weapon of unbelievable strength. But the power source is the final missing crucial element. Elements. Yes, the elementals. Right, the elementals, that's it. If released, their destructive energy could create enough power to bring my secret weapon to life. We'd have a weapon capable of crushing mountains, demolishing entire cities, and wiping Crash Bandicoot off the face of the earth forever! Get ready to face my wrath, Crash Bandicoot! What's happening? No, it cannot be. Oh, no.
What's going on? Oh no! Crash! Look out!
Is everyone all right? It appears that my evil twin brother Uka Uka is up to his no-good tricks again. I must find out what he is planning. I'll meet up with you later.
Hello, my feeble brother.
You have gotten my attention, Uka Uka. What kind of diabolical scheme do you and Dr. Cortex have planned this time?
No schemes. Just some old familiar faces dropping by for a visit.
No, not the elementals. Uka Uka, why did you release them? Don't you know what happened the last time they were free?
So they were responsible for a few earthquakes, floods, and that little ice age a couple of centuries back. You worry too much, brother.
You cannot restrain them, Uka Uka. They are far too dangerous. This could spell disaster
for us all. On the contrary, Aku Aku, it spells disaster for you and that precious planet you care so much about. Destroy him!
You won't get away with this.
Who's going to stop us?
Crash, Coco, it is just as I feared. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex have freed a group of destructive masks known as the Elementals. We must find a way to stop them before they destroy the Earth and all of its inhabitants. The only way to stop the Elementals' destructive nature is to imprison them with the use of ancient crystals. Each elemental can be returned back to their hibernation state with a total of 5 crystals. We must act quickly. Coco, what is the status of the new portal chamber you've been working on?
It's almost finished. A few little adjustments here and there, and it'll be ready to go.
Well done, Coco. This gives us the ideal opportunity to test it. We must hurry.
Okay, all systems are ready and operational.
It's time we evened up the odds in our favor.
Jesus, Crash looks furry right there. Anyway, finally getting into the game. So, this is trying to go back to the style of the Naughty Dog games.
Crash Bandicoot, my old nemesis. How the heck are you? Still gathering crystals? Old habits die hard, don't they? My days are being spent on something much more intriguing. Meet Crunch, my newest creation.
This is the creature who keeps sabotaging your master plan? Ha! You gotta be kidding. I'll exterminate this field rat in no time.
Now, Crunch, your time with Crash will come soon enough. Isn't he brilliant? A testament to my true scientific genius. A real Bandicoot warrior. Unlike you, Crash. Oh well, we all make mistakes. Ta-ta for now.
So the story of this game is sort of a what if scenario. What if at the beginning of Crash 1, Cortex was actually able to create a Bandicoot who was able to serve Cortex, pretty much. And thus we got the introduction of the new Bandicoot, Crunch, who is going to be the boss for all of the warp rooms. Yes, we're going back to Crash Bandicoot 3 logic here, where you've got to go through 5 levels, and then face off against the boss in the center. Once you've done that, you'll get a power up and you'll go to the next level, or the next set of levels. So Crash 2 / Crash 3 logic. Even the theme is based on the Crash Bandicoot 3 theme, which is interesting. Anyway, in terms of movement, well, the traditional Crash moves, the jumping, the spinning, the sliding, the spin jumping. Somewhat neutered, but whatevs. Yeah, you know, Crash controls just fine. And so for these levels we've got Arctic Antics, Tornado Alley, Bamboozled, Wizards and Lizards, and Compactor Reactor. So let's do level 1.
What are you looking at, fuzzhead? I'm Rocco, the Earth Elemental. Uka Uka and Dr. Cortex woke me from my captive slumber, and now I'm free to pulverize whatever gets in my way. Oh, don't even think about collecting those crystals, Runt. Because if you do, I'm gonna bury you alive.
Yeah, they'd even copied Crash 3 with the whole mask that talks to you before you know, go into like levels and whatnot to like taunt you and everything. Pretty much this game is almost a combination of Crash 2 and Crash 3. I mean, not a lot here is new. And this is one of the main complaints I hear about Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. The fact that this is just taking elements from Crash 2 and Crash 3 and doing nothing new with them. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fall in the same boat. Now the thing is, platforming as Crash in this game is just fine. You know, he controls well, he's got all the moves that you know and love. You know, he's Crash. Pretty much, you know? In fact, they probably even improved him slightly in some areas. But, like this, for example, ice sliding is definitely better here than it was in Crash 2 and 3. But it's just ambitious. It's an ambitious game. I'm going to admit to this. The game is ambitious in what it's trying to do. It's trying to bring Crash into the modern day-ish and trying to, you know, take him from PS1 and put him on PS2 and update the visuals, obviously. And, you know, I personally think the game's decent. You know, uninspired, yes, but decent to play. And I actually come back to Wrath of Cortex every now and then because, you know, I kind of like it. In some areas, I will admit to this. The platforming levels, whenever we actually play them, are actually decent. As well as, you know, the music is actually pretty good. You know, I may have an unpopular opinion, yes, but I think the game alright. Anyway, this is the first level. It's a snow level, surprisingly enough. I mean, you know, why would you... One thing I am kind of confused by is why a snow level to be the first level theme for the first level of the game, but whatevs. Anyway, let's get the bonus platform, and again, like Crash 3, we get taken all the way to the bonus route, the bonus area. Now, here's the thing about this game. I bet you if this was actually made to be a remake to the original trilogy, or, you know, an expansion or something, then maybe, just maybe, this game wouldn't have gotten the negative reception that it had garnered from Crash fans. But the fact that this was advertised as a brand new Crash Bandicoot game for the next generation of consoles, I think that kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way and kind of, I don't know, made people annoyed the fact that this just didn't do anything new. It copied a lot of elements from the original trilogy and just didn't do anything different with them. The team was like, oh, Crash back then, oh, he had platforming levels, oh, there was also airplane levels, oh, there was also vehicle levels, there was all these different level types that there was in Crash 3 that they thought, I know, let's just make a game about all the different level types instead of, you know, trying something a little bit different, shall we say. Ow. I didn't... I wonder. I'm going to try and go back on the normal path now. I killed myself because... yeah. I'm trying to do classic Crash Bandicoot tricks here, because it looked like that ends the level if you continued on the death platform. And yeah, I haven't picked up the crystal yet. Yes, before anyone asks, crystals are a thing in this game. Collect the crystal within the level and you get to the end. Just like Crash 3 and 2. There's the crystal. We might actually be able to 100% this level. That would be pretty interesting. Boom. Yay! That's it. We got all the gems and the crystal. Nice. But yeah, this game pretty much plays kind of like what Insane Trilogy is trying to be, pretty much. Try to emulate the original games. Except this is trying to be a new game, while the Insane Trilogy is literally emulate, just basically trying to be like the original games from, you know, everything. Anyway, we have a vehicle level. And yeah, expect a lot of these vehicle levels in this game, because they're everywhere. Oh yeah, and there are also boxes that we have to smash, so, you know. For this particular vehicle level, we need to destroy these giant tornado-making machines. But obviously, I'm actually going to try and get the gem here, so, you know. But yeah, it's pretty responsive for, you know, flying controls and whatnot. And I forgot to mention, this is not made by, well, it's made by Universal, but it's also made by, believe it or not, Traveller's Tales, who, at the time, actually were the people who are making most of these new Crash games. Alright. Sometimes I wish there was a way to speed this plane up, because it's so slow. It's so slow and, you know. Alright, one more. One more generator, but I'm going for the boxes. God, these boxes take forever to fall. I mean, Jesus Christ, come on. Alright, one more balloon. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, this is probably a gameplay style that's new. You know, it's new. You can't believe it. Crash is flying a plane and so forth, and his enemies chasing you. Nope. Crash 3 did the whole plane thing first. And to be honest, I prefer how Crash 3 did it, because that was slightly faster than this. This is just really, really slow. Alright, that should be all the boxes. There we go. Let's see if we can speed this up. No, probably it's not going to work, but come on. I'm not that big of a fan of these plane levels, to be honest. They're just so slow. But yeah, we did it. Huzzah. Alright. And as you can clearly see, behind each level there is the obligatory relic challenges which you have to be in every level, and it's the same thing that we've done in Crash 2 and Crash 3, so I'm not even going to really talk about them because it's nothing interesting.
You want a piece of me, Bandicoot? Huh? Huh? Do ya? Huh? Wuss.
By the way, the voice of that particular mask is the same actor who voiced Biff in Back to the Future. It's pretty surprising the amount of famous voice actors or famous actors, I should say, who came to voice characters in this. Like, they got Mark Hamill, who you guys probably know him better as Luke Skywalker from Star Wars, and the Joker from Batman. But yeah, they actually got a bunch of people, and even got, I think, the guy or the sergeant from Full Metal Jacket to voice one of the masks as well. As well as, surprisingly enough, Jess Harnell, who is actually the current voice actor for Crash now, who is voicing one of the masks as well. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, you got to admit, that they got all these famous actors to do voice work on this game. The amount of lines that little lines that they actually did get anyway, but whatevs. Oh, excuse me. Pardon. I just ate, so I hope you guys aren't offended when I accidentally burp. Where's this taking me? Oh. Anyway, we are controlling the, I think it's called the gyrosphere, this vehicle. And I'm going to be honest, I am not that big of a fan of these gyrosphere levels because really, you really got to, if you want to get all the boxes, you've really got to move slower than usual in order to get all the boxes in case, you know, you miss any. But if you're just speeding through the level, then obviously, yes, this is a lot of fun. It's just when you're trying to get all the boxes for like a gem, it really drags. Because you don't want to miss anything. Look, I missed it. Now I'm going to go back. Well, I mean, then again, you don't have to go back. You can just speed through the level, but, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, actually try to get the gem. And not be one of those Crash Bandicoot players or, you know, general public players who plays Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy and actually, you know, doesn't do what you're meant to do for that specific level. I'm sorry. Alright. I mean, we've done pretty decently here. Oh, we actually did get the gem. No, there we go. For a second, I thought I missed a box, but whatevs. Awesome. Ta-da! Ta-da! Alright, wizards and lizards. This is actually another pretty decent level. Back to platforming, which is good. Ooh, okay, slow down. May I remind you folks, I'm playing this on the original, on the Xbox 360, sorry. So, any graphical glitches that you may see during this video are not because of how you're viewing YouTube or anything. It's really how the 360 dealt with emulation of original Xbox titles, which some games work, some really don't. I'm looking directly at you, Twinsanity. Seriously, Twinsanity on the original Xbox was fine. Playing it on the 360, however, was another thing entirely. It was essentially lag central, and it came to a point where, okay, I need to get this on my PS2 in order to actually play a good version of Twinsanity. So, when I do Twinsanity, it will be on the PS2, not the Xbox. Even though I do have the Xbox version, but that's besides the point. Oh, shoot. Ah. Well, I missed a bunch of boxes. Whatever. Whatever. I don't really care. Oh look, it's a chase level. Where have I seen that before? Anyway, I will admit this is a pretty cool chase level. This time it's a dragon instead of a polar bear or a giant boulder. And just like in the originals, Crash does turn his head to look back at the thing that's chasing him. You know, a simple nod to the original trilogy. Again, I got to hand it to the developers. The animations in this game are really good. You know, they're smooth. Maybe not so much in cutscenes per se, but in level with Crash especially, you know, he's fluent in his movement, and you know, it's decent. All right, now that we got away, this level's actually the dragon kind of reminded me of the dinosaur levels in Crash 3. Are you kidding me? Okay. Right, maybe we can get the Death Root gem at least. As you can see, we've got the wizards back from Crash 3, who are now pretty much the enemies of these particular levels. And unlike Crash, unlike Crash 3, where if you spin into them, they lose their cloak, and then they're down to their underwear. I don't even know why I'm doing this again. In this game, he just, once he's down, once you spin into him, he just spins off. So, yeah, let's give this another go. Oh god, that was just terrible. Come on, one more go. Yeah. Alright, one more go. Here we go. Let's not die this time. I just don't like the homing magical shots that follow me. These guys with the shields, they're no problem, but you know, the magical guys, the spell that follows you is another story altogether. Alright. There we go. Okay. I don't think I got the... No, I didn't get the crystal. Time to kill myself. Man, these death routes are really short. I was surprised. I was thinking they were supposed to be just... How'd I die? Okay, that was odd. I died in thin air. Alright. Maybe it was the fire, I don't know. Anyway, I got the gem, so... And I got the crystal. And there's the end. We were 6 off, jeez. Anyway, awesome. We got the green gem, which is something. Wow, it's nearly half. I'll play until the first boss. That's my plan, because I'm generally having a decent time here. Compactor reactor.
Oh, I'm gonna shake, rattle, and roll your Bandicoot butt.
There are way more of these cutscenes compared to Crash 3. In Crash 3, usually you got one introductory cutscene of who you're facing off against the world, one more cutscene showing the bad guy getting angry at you, and then another cutscene showing them, okay, we're gonna fight for real. You know, that was the extent of the cutscenes, the head cutscenes in Crash 3. In this, it seems to be, oh, they're gonna do it every like 2 levels. And it totally doesn't get annoying at all. Anyway, we're in a minecart. Need to watch out and the nitro crates. Because like in the original Crash, if you get hit by a nitro crate, kablooey, you're dead. If you hold down, you can actually slow the minecart down, you know. So, right, left, and then out we go. Oh! Gosh darn it. Run! There we go. Okay. I may have just missed some boxes, but you know what? I don't care. Out of the way. I'm speed running this level, because why not? Come on, asteroid, Jesus. Alright. Bonus! Bonus round! Five. Yep. Alright. Jump, 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 jump. Two, three, four, five. Oh no, that was a big mistake. Ah! That was just me being silly. You know what? I'm moving on. I'm already past my half an hour time limit I set myself, so I think it's best that we speed things up a little. Alright, I got the crystal. I got the crystal. I don't care about these boxes. La 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 loo la lay. But yeah, this level's alright. I probably could have gotten the gem as well, but don't really care very much. Alright. Time to do the boss. Rumble in the rocks.
Well, looks like the Bandicoot's been busy collecting crystals. I warned you, Bandicoot.
Finally, I get to wrap my fingers around your puny orange neck.
Anyway, I don't like this boss because you've got to use the gyrosphere boss, the gyrosphere vehicle. Let me explain. You see those rocks on the top of the screen? You've got to turn them into your colour, which are basically blue, like so. What you've got to do is then you've got to, you've got to turn both rocks into blue, and that will take out some of Crunch's health. And you basically got to do this continuously, except they add a rock to the arena. And I really don't like this boss because it's really annoying. And also Crunch turns all the rocks into lava rocks. Ow! If you touch Crunch, he'll actually burn you, so yeah, don't hit him. Don't run into him. Alright, I think one more hit will do it. Alright, yeah, this time it's 4. Come on. There we go, that's 1. And he turned 1 into red. Great. Leave me alone. That's 2. Damn it. He turned 1 into... You son of a gun! Alright, 1. Come on. Ah, I hate the controls here. 2. Alright, that's 1. 2. 3. Come on, 1 more. Yeah, that's it. I think that's beating him. Yeah, we did it. Whew. And as a reward, we get power-ups. Pretty much exactly the same as Crash 3, except we have one new one here. the sneak shoes, which is very, very unused because of how the level design doesn't really support this type of power-up. I just don't understand why it's needed, but whatevs. Basically, it does this.
Cortex! When are you and that super weapon of yours going to put an end to that interfering Bandicoot? You're beginning to test my patience! I'm working on it, Uka Uka. Listen, Crash, you may have outsmarted Rocco, but there are 3 more elemental masks where he came from. And just as luck would have it, they are all significantly more powerful. Ha! I have no doubt that the water elemental Wawa will make sure you never see the light of day.
Yeah, the water boy and I are gonna take you out. Ooh, I'm gonna rip you limb from limb.
Awesome. Well, guys, I think this is a good point to end this video on Crash Bandicoot, the Wrath of Cortex. Like I said, the game's okay. It's just mediocre. That's probably the best word I can say about this game. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's just a decent attempt at trying to create a brand new Crash Bandicoot platformer. And yeah, that's about all I really got to say, really. So, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Countdown to Crash. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and join me next time, where we'll be going kart racing again with Crash Nitro Kart. Thank you, and goodbye.